I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. If I ever streamed on Twitch, one of my tip menu options would be like tips so that I stop singing, tips so that I don't sing. I'm sure it'd be a hot seller. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Satisfactory playthrough series. We are on top of our brand new train station, literally on top of it. If I fly over here, you can see this is the Skalvd Sea Station. Still haven't figured out how to pronounce that. I should probably look it up so that I'm not being a complete buffoon. But yeah, this is our brand new, first ever train station in the game. And we haven't set up the train yet, but last video I should say, when we set this up, I had a hard time figuring out how this was all supposed to work, and I was laying out these empty platforms here thinking that was how you laid out the rail, but really you only need the rail, which is this thing, the railway. And I couldn't make any turns when I was trying to lay out these empty platforms, but I figured out that once you just have the rail, then you can actually start to turn it. So yeah, then you can start to turn this railway, and of course here there's not enough like room. Okay, there you go. So you can see you can start to curve the railway in the way you want to go. So now it all makes sense, and we're ready to expand our railway all the way to where we have the refinery set up so that we can bring some plastic products over to our main base over here. So that's basically what we set up this much of the new train system up last video, and in this video we're gonna continue building it out and hopefully get it all the way to our oil refinery area. One thing that's going to be tricky is, you know, you can curve these rails like that, but obviously like the frame that I'm building under it's all 90 degrees, so I don't quite know how we're gonna make little gradual turns yet. I think 90-degree turns will be pretty easy because these things can just build out 90 degrees relative to each other, but we'll see. That's what we're gonna get into this episode. Hit the like button if you enjoy this episode, and subscribe if you're new here. Check out the playlist in the description as well as in the card so that you can watch every episode to the full playthrough series. And thank you so much for watching, and let's get into it. All right, so first things first, I just want to make sure that I have all the supplies that I'm going to need. So for the railway, we need beams and pipes. We have a lot of beams. We should probably pick up more pipes. And as far as the platform goes, we just need a lot of concrete. So we'll pick up some extra concrete as well. So let's go get those parts, and then actually before that, we'll throw the train on here. And this one's going to be reversed, so this one's going to be facing this way. We already decided in the last episode that we're going to do a double engine system, so that's going to be the one in the back. And then I believe we made enough parts to add 4 freight cars here. And then lastly, one more engine on this side. Yeah, oh yeah. This looks badass. Okay, and then this part right here is our freight pickup and drop off station. What are these called? Freight platforms. So this is a freight platform here, which hasn't been configured yet, but it will be. So now that we got that set up, let's go grab all of the parts so that we can build the railway. I'm super curious about how the whole system works. Like if you have multiple pickup locations and you're picking up different kinds of products, how does that work? You know, can you designate like specific carts to be one type of product versus the others so that you can like separate everything out? And then can you set like individual drop-off spots for those individual products? I have no idea, but we're gonna find out. The other thing I need to do is fix this drop-off area. We added that middle platform because I couldn't wire a cable that would extend all the way to this base point. So I had to put something in between, and obviously it's super ugly, so we're gonna have to fix it at some point. I don't know how we're gonna get around that, but we will. We will prevail. Let's see what kind of tower supports we can build underneath this thing. So, well, I don't know. I haven't decided yet whether I want to make it look like all my other buildings are just floating. Like they're just floating floors. And so I haven't taken I haven't put much effort into making things look realistic by putting supports and walls and pillars and all that. So I don't know if we're just going to leave this train station floating as is, or if we're going to fix that. For now, we're just going to build from up here and just leave it floating, I guess. And I went with these frames for aesthetic reasons, but they're kind of a pain in the ass to build with. Just because the way they snap together, the targeting has to be perfect since there's like gaps in between them. And for now, we're just gonna go straight out because I'm just aiming for where those tractors are. And this is a pretty decent straight line for now. Okay, we need to back this train up. Oh, it's so long though. What do you mean no power? I connected this thing. What? Oh, I forgot I relayed it out. That's right. Okay, there we go. Now it should be operational. We're gonna pull it off the track a little. Not too much. Not too much. Okay, that's good. Hopefully that revealed the track on the other side. Yep, very nice. And we're just going straight out. Alright, so this is basically what we're gonna be rinsing and repeating for probably the next 10 minutes at least. Oh, alright, we're taking a little break. We have been just clicking and pushing W almost exclusively for like the last 5 minutes. And we are over the forest now. You can see that's the path that we normally take with our tractor, which goes around the forest and then comes down that way before going up onto the flats over there. And that's where we're going. You can already see our refinery. So we're not too far off. It looks like once... We're gonna have to figure out where we want to build the other station so that it's convenient to like ship things up to the station. This is actually taking this shortcut is makes it so much shorter, because when you drive the tractor you got to go all the way around that forest and then through here, and then you have to go down to the left over there to get through like the canyon drop-offs before hanging a right. So this is gonna save us a whole lot of time. You know, that as opposed to if we had set up a tractor system. I think this is just way faster. The tricky thing is, like, if we end up setting up multiple rail lines, it's gonna be tricky, like, how those are all gonna be laid out on the map, because this is just one refinery area. I mean, I'm assuming that in the future we're gonna be expanding to so many different places. So there's gonna be a whole network of railways. Oh, we're getting efficient. Look at this. We're getting good at this. My eyes are starting to cross. I need to blink more. Ah, we're over the water. There's our beautiful refinery area. And we are right over the lake now. This giant lake. So, well, let's extend it a bit closer. Maybe over this area here is where we could ship stuff up from. So maybe we'll have some belts or something coming out this way to another building here. And then the lifts will take our stuff up to the station that's going to be above that. Just an initial concept. We'll see. Actually, the other thing I'm not sure about, which we learned when we did the tractor system, like the tractor system recording the path, it has to be a full loop. And like if you want it to come back to the original station, it has to be a full loop. So I don't know if that's the same thing with the trains. I don't know if it can just be a line like this where it comes back and forth, but I guess we're gonna find out. All right, well, we're here. We are officially over this little flat area. It's not super flat, but we can definitely build a stage down there. And like I said, we can have stuff loaded into an area here where the lifts will bring it up to the rail. So I think from here, we're gonna start building out the platform for the station.
A few moments later.
Oh no, I don't think we made enough parts yet for... Yeah, we don't have enough computers. Can build a freight platform though. Oh, but it needs to be... Yeah, it needs to be connected to the train station. So we need to go build some computers. We'll have to make our way back. Still need to do that episode where we find all the alt recipes. But yeah, we're gonna run all the way back. We did it! We're back! All right, we're gonna make sure we have all the parts that we need for the train station and the freight station, and then we'll extend the railway all the way to the oil refinery. So we need to go make some computers. By the way, I'm sure you guys have heard about update 5 coming out in fall from the video that Coffee Stain Studios did. Or I only watch them on YouTube. I don't go on Twitch. I guess they've been talking about it on Twitch for a while, but they mentioned that they're gonna improve like some of the building methods to make it more convenient for us to build. It wasn't super clear to me what that means, but it would be nice if there was like a way to like mass layout things, especially when it comes to like foundational stuff. Don't you guys think? I think that would be very nice. Okay, we got the computers done. We have everything we need. We're gonna start extending the railway all the way down that platform that we built. Look at that thing. It's huge. It's huge. Man, it is scorching today. It's like 90 something, and definitely not as bad and uncomfortable as it got in Taiwan, because man, Taiwan's summers are brutal. When you're hitting 100 degrees at 100% humidity, it's not very comfortable, you know. Here in California, it's like a dry heat, more of a desert. Oh, there's another wreckage site right there. Oh, and another one up there. With this bird's eye view, I'm catching so many things I didn't see before. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. If I ever streamed on Twitch, one of my tip menu options would be like tips so that I stop singing, tips so that I don't sing. I'm sure it'd be a hot seller. The real question is, can we build a rail on the bottom side of this and have an upside down train? We could have two levels to this thing. It'd be like those roller coasters, you know, that are inverted. Here we are. We made it. Okay, let's get this station up. Alright, there's the train station. This is Dordick Central, and we need a freight platform. Maybe we could have extended it a bit further back. Yeah, I want to extend this back a bit. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Let's connect the dots here. Let's just get this done. Here we go. So this station also needs to be connected to power. For now, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna extend a wall all the way down so that we can have alignment between the bottom floor and this floor. It's gonna be kind of tricky. Not sure where we should go to build most conveniently. I can't add a wall on the bottom side. No. All right, let's hop down. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to do this. I think we're too low. All right, let's go get up on this floor. All right, we're doing things the hard way. We're just gonna extend a tower all the way down. This is painful. It's already so painful. I think we can go down maybe like 2 more, and then that'll be a good level. Yeah, I don't want it too close to that thing, so I think this is a good level. Let's just add a panel there, and then we'll extend this. All right, so we've got the bottom platform. We're just gonna build it out now, and it's gonna be much bigger than the second floor up there. So we've got our first level set up now, and now we need to basically get the product over here and then build some really long probably just a stack of 2 lifts to get the stuff from this floor up to that floor. So we also need to build some ladders. Okay, we're gonna build one really freaking tall ladder from the edge of this platform all the way down. All right, we're in business. Now, let's see about getting these lifts set up. I think this is too close, so we need a small length of belt here. Which one's the input? These should be the inputs here. Yeah. Oh, and there's 2 levels of inputs. That's cool. Oh, nice. So we could have like rubber. Oh wait, no, I'm guessing each oh, that's why you can have multiple freight platforms. So each one could be loaded with a different product, right? Yeah, this has 1 inventory. Okay, that makes sense. So like this one could be plastic and then the next one could be rubber. Cool. Oh, cool. Okay, the other thing that's gonna be tricky is the power. That looks like the closest power line, and I doubt it'll reach all the way up here. But we have to try. No, I can't even target it. Oh my goodness! That is beautiful. There you go. Does this thing need power? No, it doesn't look like it. The freight platform doesn't need power. Alright, we need to hop down, and we're gonna install our first lift. Tell me I can target it. Not enough reinforced plates! No! Okay, we might have some in storage over here. Let's just pray that we do. Oh, come on. Hallelujah! Yes! That thing is so tall. That middle tower right there just kind of looks cool, but it's useless. I don't know, we might keep it though, for aesthetic purposes. That's a weird... What are we looking at here? Is this like the reflection? Oh, that's weird. Well, we accomplished what we set out to do with the train, our first train system, in that it's completely flat. So there are no elevation changes, which means it's going to be as efficient as it can be. There we go. Just 2 lifts gets it all the way down. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Now, we need to get the plastic over here, so we're just gonna do that with probably a really long belt. Problem is, the plastic is in these boxes over here. So, how do we want to organize this? Well, we can tap into the line here. Gosh, this output is super slow. But no, it really should come from the buffer. So I think we can route it out this way and then out through here maybe. And then here, the platform's not that far, so that actually kind of works. Yeah, let's do that. There you go, plastic on its way to our first train station. Now, once that starts loading up, we need to configure everything and program the train. And let's get rid of this platform now. Now, this is going to be a loading station. All right, we're loading the train. All right, now we just need to go get our train. Oh, how exciting. So I'm guessing the 50 megawatts or whatever it said that the train station uses, I'm guessing since it's supplying power to the train, that's going to be really kicking up when the train starts running. So hopefully once we add that stress to the system, we don't have a power outage. We are going to have to, like I said in the last episode, we need to go and add a couple more fuel generators. So maybe in the next episode, we'll try to get that done. Look at our train. It has these little cute headlights. All right, we're here, baby. Now let's make sure that this stop is set up as an unload station, which has to be hooked up as well. We don't have any lifts hooked up to it yet. Okay, now how do you do this? Oh, right. We need to program it at the train station. That's the difference between the trains and the tractors. The trains have to be programmed at the station. Okay, let's check out this timetable, shall we? Here we go. We're adding a timetable. We're going to add a second stop, which is going to be Dordeck Central. Cannot dock outside of station. All right, we're going to turn this on. Unable to reach next stop. Why? Wait, why can't it reach the next stop? I have my fix-it badge ready at all times. What's the dealio? I'm confused as to why. Maybe it's this guy. Is it because it was facing the wrong way? It's now recognizing it as like a new train. Okay, let's try this. Well, we're gonna make this one Dordeck since it's already at Skavde, and we're gonna turn timetable on. Unable to reach next stop. Same thing. Why? Oh, wait a minute. Do we have to like add things on top of here? No. How does this thing work? Okay, it just looks like this and it has inventory. Okay, how about we manually go? Oh, look at this baby purr. Holy crap, this thing looks so cool. How fast are we going? 110? Goodness me. Oh yeah, we are just flying through here. Look at this, 120 kilometers an hour. Okay, and there's our power usage. We're not even pulling 30. So I guess at full capacity, maybe that's when it uses 50. Holy crap, this trip is so short when you've got the speed of the train. Woo! I love this view. All right, let's see if we can slow it down and... Oh God, no, brake, brake, brake! Oh. I guess it can't run off the edge. That's good, because I had way too much momentum there. Alright, well now we're at Dordick. So let's get the hell out of here. And wait, is this loading anything? This is the train station. Let's check the freight out. There's nothing in the freight. Did anything get loaded yet? Okay, nothing got loaded. Where's the plastic at? The plastic is here, but there's nothing here. That's confusing. This is really confusing. Why isn't this thing filling up? I mean, this was definitely an input. Yeah, this is an output. I don't know why this isn't filling though. That's weird. Oh, wait a minute. You can connect power to the train station to power up the trains on the railway, as well as transport power to the other stations. So maybe by connecting this one to power, it also thought like this is a main station. Maybe you only need one main station. Oh no, maybe it is what we said. Maybe it's the same with the tractors. It has to be like a complete loop. It can't go back and forth on one line, I think. Maybe that's the case. Not really sure at this point. Oh man. But I'm also not understanding why the freight's not being loaded. Loading options can be set inside the building. I mean, yeah, I said it already. Why isn't this working? Alright, well, that is a bit of a bummer. I thought we were going to have this running by the end of this episode, but I'm getting kind of over my time here, so I think we're gonna cut the episode here. I'm really sad that we couldn't get it running, but we'll figure it out in the next episode. And I'm thinking it's probably because we have to finish an entire, like we have to build an entire loop, a closed loop, so that it can make its way all the way back to the other station. I don't think it can just be on a linear line like this, so that's also going to change how I lay this out, I guess. I don't know, but we're gonna figure that out in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, even though we didn't get the train up and running. I'm still really excited. I think we did a lot already and everything's ready to go. We just probably need to connect the loop, and that should be pretty easy. So hope you stick around for that in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.